I'm Instructor Thompson, my self-defense studio, and this is day 5 of meditation. So as you can probably tell, we're not going to be doing 30 days of meditation consecutively, but we are doing 30 days of meditation. I had a couple of things I had to take care of, and now that they are indeed that, I also took a little while to figure out how I wanted to do this particular video. In meditation day 4, we went over that we're going to be training in black dot and white dot focus. This is less of a meditation and more of a focus drill. You can do anything as a meditation, but I wanted to bring this to you in a specific way because it's not just a concept that is found in multiple places. It is a American Kempo concept, but it's a concept in a few different types of training and in different martial arts disciplines as well. So the usual representation is this: black dot on a white background. And the simplest way to think about it is you're just focusing on the black dot. I thought about doing it where we just had you meditate looking at the whiteboard with the black dot, but it doesn't really lend itself to how it's really used and how it's really helpful. And so instead of doing it that way, I decided we were going to change it. When we use black dot focus, it's a little bit different than different types of fighting training. So we're going to do it here. Now, you can focus on the center mass of somebody or even just right there on the top of their head. A lot of times when you're training in anything, you'll have where you watch the shoulders, you'll have where you watch the hands, of course, the hips, and of course even the feet. Using black dot focus, however, we focus on one singular area to be able to see it all. Basically like using our peripheral vision, but instead of just using it here and here, we're only going to focus on the one spot. So why is that useful? Well, it's very useful because our brothers and sisters in Kung Fu have this concept that I love, and every American Kempo instructor that I've ever met also really loves. And the idea is faking, but I think 100 Eyes from Marco Polo probably said it best, and that is,
in Kung Fu we say, one hand lies. The other hand tells the truth.
One hand lies while the other one tells the truth. And in fact, in The Perfect Weapon with Jeff Speakman, Master Lo gives a perfect representation of this between the tiger and the dragon.
You have learned only half of what I teach, Jeff. You're strong, you're quick, but you're only a tiger, not a dragon. The tiger does not think. Therefore, it cannot act. It can only react, respond. The tiger is strong and fearless, but it cannot initiate action. That is the difference between man and tiger.
Tiger is what I know.
The dragon is also very strong, but full of wisdom. The dragon fears what its strength can do. This is the tiger. This is the dragon. Dragon always has a choice. The tiger never.
Black dot focus, we're going to just focus on the dot. And now, whether I'm training to where I'm no longer telegraphing my punches, you'll notice a lot of people in the beginning of training will pop their shoulder before they go to move. As they continue their training, they get to a point where they no longer do that. They just go directly straight forward, which is definitely what you want to do. But you can see it in a lot of fighters. Even trained MMA fighters will oftentimes roll from here first before they go there. And it's one of the easiest ways to tell. It's also one of the easiest ways to get faked. Because if I'm going here first and I just do that, there's a good chance I'm slipping that in and I'm landing that. So in the black dot focus idea, you're just going to focus on my head. And whenever I do anything, you're going to see it because you're only focusing on the one singular spot. Now, it doesn't have to be a black dot. It can be any particular point, but you're just going to focus on the one point. Say if you were to do a button, center mass, then you'll see each shoulder pop. You'll see each hand, you'll see each knee, foot, hips, everything, because you're not going to be allowing yourself to be distracted by an emotion. It is one of the best ways to stop somebody from faking or having one hand lie and the other one tell the truth. So the best way for you to do this isn't actually with me on a video. It's yourself with anything in your room, wherever you train, a punching bag of Bob. And what I'd like you to do is give it a 60-second, 90-second try. Even in shadow boxing, you can focus on one spot on the wall. And you just don't divert your eyes from that singular spot. And you're going to make it a pretty small spot. You don't want it to be a huge thing that you're focusing on, because if one part of it moves, well, that's how you get distracted. So pick a small spot, wherever it is. You can do center, or you can even do the forehead. And you practice this type of meditation with, indeed, shadow boxing or on a bag. So if you have an Everlast bag, you might focus on the E and only look at the E the whole time you do any combo. No matter what the combo is, when you're doing your strikes, you only focus on the one spot. For this video, I did think about doing it as a meditation where I just had you focus on the black dot on my forehead for 60 seconds, but it doesn't really do it justice because it's just two-dimensional. So my suggestion is heavy bag, Bob, or even shadow boxing. If you're shadow boxing, you can pick a point on the wall. If you're hitting a Bob, look at the nose of Bob, or the E in Everlast on your bag, or C in Century, whatever you have. Pick a singular spot and give yourself a 60 to 90-second timer, just staring at that one spot. And don't take your eyes off that spot the entire time. See if you can go 60 to 90 seconds with that. And in the next episode, we're going to go over white dot focus and continue our 30 days of meditation. I'm Instructor Thompson, my Self-Defense Studio.